Marco V, at the upcoming edition of On Ferry, you will be doing a back-to-back set with Ferry Corsten. Looking forward?
Yeah, it's something different for me because I only did back-to-back sets with my studio mate Benjamin Bates, so I never did it with somebody that I don't know as well musically. So it's gonna be interesting, yeah.
But you and Ferry go back a long way. I mean, you were even label mates in the early days.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. I know him for a long period already, but musically, Ferry is playing a bit faster and different music than my music. So yeah, it's really something new for me.
Some people, not me, have been saying you have been away for a short while and you've come back with a new sound. What is your reaction to that?
Yeah, a lot of people say that I have a new sound now, but that's, you know, for me, I'm in this every day, and my music changes, it's bit by bit. So for me, it's just a natural process that my music is changing bit by bit, and it still has. I think it's a little bit slower now, but it still has this same energy and tribal percussion in it as it has before. But yeah, of course you're gonna use new sounds and new elements, and I think I should be very happy that I'm making a different sound now than what I did 10 years ago. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again.
But it's not something you consciously decide. You're not like, I'm going to change my sound today. It's a natural process.
Yeah, it's not like, okay, today I want to be this or that. It's just your work in the studio. But for me, again, I'm in this every day, and maybe some people don't hear me play for a year, or maybe 2 years or half year, and then they say, okay, it's different, and it should be different. If you're a year after year, you can't do the same thing over and over again. So yeah, in that way, I agree that my sound changed.
How did you actually start out as a DJ? You started out in clubs here in the local neighborhood, or?
Yeah, I was, of course, in first I was a bedroom DJ doing for friends and family and playing parties, but later on I became a more a hip-hop DJ. I was doing all the mixing contests for DMC, and yeah, then afterwards the house music came in. It was a big thing here in Holland.
What year are we talking now?
Rewind. Yeah, it's just the early days of the house. That should be, where's that, 1990, 1992, something like that. And no, even later, huh? 1994. Well, from the beginning I was playing house music. It was really something that I really liked. So yeah, and then I started playing in clubs. So at first I was more in the mixing contest championships, and then I started playing in clubs.
But you together with Ferry again, blew up pretty big in England in a time where it wasn't normal for a lot of non-English DJs to become very big there. How did that happen?
Yeah, Ferry, he has his sound like he has, well, he was the first DJ that was big in England with a totally new sound. And I had a project together with Benjamin, and that's called Southside Spinners. So we had a big chart hit in the UK, but yeah, it was different. It was not under my name Marco V. It was just a project we did.
Mm-hmm. When did you really start using your own name Marco V for all of your productions? And
after that, because I thought this is not gonna work. Southside Spinners, and you know, it's not me, and it's a big success. So I think I should make tracks under my own name to become further as a DJ. Because if I think I released maybe 300-400 songs under different names, all kind of projects. We were making so many tracks under different names, and a lot of them had success. Some didn't have success, but so at that point I was thinking, I have to work on my own name, just on Marco V, Marco V, Marco V. Otherwise, I still playing in clubs, local clubs, for the rest of my life. if I want to become further and I'm gonna be a step further, I need to produce songs under my own name.
Yeah, when did it really stop being a hobby and really became your profession? When did you really think this I can really do this as a way to support myself and my family?
Yeah, that was because I got a residency in a club here in Eindhoven. It was a good dance club, and it's called the Dance Salon. And I was playing there every Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and I had another club where I was playing on Sunday. So I had an income of 4 nights DJing. It was not a big salary, but it was just a good income. So that way I could stop working during the week and just fully focus on producing. And yeah, and then if you can focus completely on producing, you don't have to do anything else. Yeah, your tracks will become better and better, and then everything started for me.
You don't really have residencies in clubs anymore these days. Is that bad for new DJs and upcoming talents?
Yeah, I think so, because I can honestly say that I learned whatever I learned as a DJ. I learned as a resident DJ. It's very hard to read a crowd if you don't have a background as a resident DJ, I think.
Okay. You've known Ferry for quite a while. You've remixed a lot of his tracks. I think he did a lot of remixes for you as well. What is your favorite Ferry track?
My favorite Ferry track is Out of the Blue. And was the first, when I heard the first time that song, I was like, what is going on? I was like, Jesus, man. It was really, really good. And that's what I'm saying to you. He came in with just a new sound, and it was full of melodies, and it was fantastic. Because I know Ferry for a long time already, and what we were working on the same label, for the same label, and he did different projects and different stuff and experimental here and there. But this was just something. Yeah, this is spot on. It was. I know now it's he's gonna, and then yeah, everything started for him.
Okay. What projects are you working on right now? What can we expect of Marco V in the upcoming months?
I just released an album called Propaganda, Part 1, and now I'm working hard on the Part 2. And that should be out just after the party from Ferry. So at the party I probably will play in our back-to-back set some new stuff from the album.
What is your favorite all-time dance anthem in your view?
If it's my all-time dance anthem is The Age of Love from Jam and Spoon, and that song has a real I get goosebumps every time I hear the song. After 15 years already, I still like the song so much. And I remixed it also, like years ago. It was a big it was very difficult to remix such an anthem, and yeah, I still like the song very much.
So you gonna play that at Full On Ferry, the remix version?
Nope. No, yeah, that's already 8-9 years ago, and the sound is changing so fast. That's the problem with nowadays. The production quality of music is changing so fast, so it's very hard to play old songs. So many times people ask me, why don't you play God? Play God, play God. And I know I still like the song as well, but the sound quality and the way it is, it's not from now, and it's so fast and it's different produced. So when you drop this in a set now, it doesn't have the vibe that it should have. So I'm not a big fan of playing classics in the way they are originally.
Yeah. Okay.
For except Jam and Spoon, The Age of Love, The Age of Love.
So maybe you'll play that one at Full On Ferry.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll wait and see. Thank you so much.
Welcome.